Hi. Thank you. Arigatou gozaimasu. Arigatou gozaimasu. Let's make it happen. Pretty good view there. Some of the most classic videos on the channel have been the outlet videos. San Marcos, Round Rock, Houston. The east section is down over there. It's a pretty nice view. That's Fuji right there. We are walking up here on the Nike outlet. What is the vibe? Let's go inside and check it out. Welcome to the Gotemba Premium Outlets Nike Fuji store. I have always wanted to come to this store and I'm super excited to finally be here. I have watched countless YouTube videos of other content creators touring the store, but today it's finally my chance to do so. You guys are definitely in for a treat today because I found some hidden gems that I have never seen before. And you know I had to bring them home with me. Let's start off this walkthrough here at the wall. The wall is where you find additionally marked down pairs, stuff that's already made it through the stores, and even pairs that have been returned from customers that weren't satisfied with their purchase. That's where you're going to find these shoes. The additional discounts vary anywhere from a usual 10% off as high as 30%, and sometimes they even run some crazier deals like buy one get one free off all pairs on the wall. The UNC to Chicago colorway lows are always a classic pair. It's two of my favorite shoes combined into one, so that was one I was considering picking up today. Not to mention they had those real trees, and they also do have a wide variety of different dunks that I haven't seen before. When I first walked into the store, I noticed there was a customer buying all of this one specific pair, and it looked like it was in a special collector's box too. I have no idea what the shoe looked like as I didn't even see inside, but I gotta get my eyes on a pair of those. Maybe I can find a worker to help me out. What are y'all guys thinking about some of the pairs that I've shown you so far? They definitely have some heat here at this outlet. I feel like it's kind of slept on. In other countries, it's pretty rare that you just see retros sitting here on the wall. I mean, check out some of these Maxes. Those Maxes are fresh. They got a bunch of those IPSC collabs. They definitely have a wide variety of models here at this Nike outlet. If you're looking for a pair of shoes, I don't think you're gonna have any problem finding one that'll suit you here at this store. What's your favorite model of Nike or Jordan shoe? Comment down below and let me know. I'm curious to see what everybody says. For Jordans, for me, it has to be the Jordan 11, and for Nikes, it's gotta be the Prestos. Now that we've covered the men's section of the wall, let's go ahead and zigzag through the aisles here on the men's section. Here they have a bunch of different shoes that didn't finish selling in their regular retail locations, so they get sent to the outlets. When they wind up here, they come down at a discount, but slowly until they eventually wind up on the wall, and that's the best time to buy because you'll receive that additional discount on top of that. Just so you know, not all of these shoes ever make it to the wall. Sometimes they sell out here in the aisles before they ever have a chance, so if you see a pair you like when it's at the outlet, don't hesitate, be sure to grab it right then and there because it'll probably be gone tomorrow. Check out these Hydro 6 slides for just 3,000 yen, that's about 20 US dollars. Not a bad price at all. Anytime you visit a Nike store, whether it's inside your country or a different country you visit, be sure to log into your Nike app. Whenever I logged into my Nike app today, I found out that I had an additional discount waiting for me ready to be used. That's right, by the time I finally checked out, I was able to scan my member ID and get an additional 20% off my purchase. These stores have a lot to see, so it's definitely hard to get it all within one video, but I'm definitely doing my best to do that for y'all. Be sure to pause the video at any time if you see a pair you're liking, that way you can see just how much that pair of shoes is going for. Most notably at the aisles here at this Gotemba outlet store, besides the retros, they had a pretty decent amount of dunks. Not only did they have pandas, but they also had that light blue colorway and a few other pairs on the wall. Do keep in mind if you plan to visit this store that Nike outlets can get pretty packed, so if you plan to visit the outlet, I'd recommend coming earlier in the day, that way you don't have to fight as many crowds to get to what you want to see. The Gotemba outlets are about a 3-hour drive or a 4-hour bus ride outside of Tokyo. Another option to come visit these outlets is to take a tour. If you take a tour to Mount Fuji, a lot of those tours do include a package where you can stop at the outlets and shop around here for a few hours as well. I'll show you a video of what that looks like coming up here in a few weeks. At this point, I still hadn't seen another pair of shoes that was really catching my eye, so I did want to go ahead and hold on to these UNC to Shy lows. just in case I decided to pull the plug on a pair of shoes today. Right after that, I saw these Dunk Highs. They were pretty clean. And then I saw these wild pair of Croc style fuzzy inside Nikes that I have never seen before. Had to leave those on the shelf. At this point, I decided to make my way to the other half of the store. When I saw those shoes I was talking about earlier, I was able to ask the employee to see if I could have the display pair, since that other customer was purchasing the remainder of their inventory. He's gonna check on that and gonna get back to me after he's done taking care of that customer. Fingers crossed. Let's go ahead and see what happens, and in the meantime, let's continue this walkthrough. Now we're on the women's and children's side of the store, and we're gonna go ahead and check out what their aisles and their walls have to offer. They have an abundance of pairs, but most notably they had one of my favorite retros, and I'm gonna show you that coming up soon. They have a ton of different Zoom flies in nylon, cloth, and even fly knit material. That's definitely one of my favorites, and that's quite a fine price. I don't want to get too far away from the worker that was assisting me with that pair of shoes though, so let me go ahead and make my way back up to the front so we can get closer to the wall. They truly do have some interesting pairs of shoes at this store. Tell me down below. I'm really curious to know, what is your favorite pair that you've seen so far today, because at this point I'm having a really difficult time narrowing it down to just one pair of shoes. I came in here for one, that's all I have space for, so that's all I can leave with today. Speaking of ones, they got a couple other pairs of ones here on the women's aisles, but now we're back up front to the wall. I want to go ahead and stay close for that worker like I said, so let's go ahead and check out some of the pairs that we have here. And boy, do they have some interesting kicks. I mean, what are those? Cause I don't know. Those are pretty cool though, I guess. And if you need some slides to cut the grass in, they got you covered with these too. The selection of shoes that they had at this outlet looked like an entire collection of its own. They definitely had a pretty good variety. Here on this side of the store, you are looking at the children's section. So this is the small grade school and the toddler size shoes. I don't personally need any of those, so I'm not going to spend any time in that section today. Instead, let me go ahead and show you that hidden gem here in the retro section that I was talking about. Man, just look at that. They have the Satin 1 highs here in the bread colorway for a fantastic price of just 13,999 yen. That's less than $100. So now I got a second pair that I'm considering buying. It's between the UNC Deshais or just the Satin 1 breads by themselves. I think I'm leaning towards the Satin 1s, man. Those are sick. I've never had a pair of Satin 1s, so definitely leaning towards those guys, but I'm hoping still that the worker comes through as well. Because of course, guys, considering the fact that I'm here in Japan, I'd much rather get a Japan exclusive release here from the Nike outlet in person rather than just any GR release that I could get at the next store a town over. Let me take you back to the front at the women's section. On the wall, they actually really do have some gems. These shoes look like twos. They were like a golf style colorway. They had some undefeated forces. It seems like those things are starting to pop up at the outlet here and there more often. They definitely have a couple pairs here that I haven't seen before anywhere else, like some ones in this weird colorway, these weird knit shoes, but they do have some dunks here priced amazingly low. I mean, just take a look at the prices here on these dunks. If you see them in your size, you see why I was so tempted to grab. They also had these Silver Surfer looking Air Maxes right here, a super clean colorway. I wish those were there in a bigger size.
Hi. Thank you.
And just like that, boom, we got them. We got the display pair of the Japan exclusive release, and we have to go sit down and check these things out immediately, guys, because I haven't even had my chance to get my hands on a pair of these yet. So let's check them out. Wow, these are the glow in the dark Japan exclusive Terminator 1 lows. They kind of look like some Air Force Ones. I think these are the shoes that I gotta take home with me today. What would y'all do? I mean, there's no question, right? No question. On my way out, I was doing one final scan of the wall when I saw these twos here. And that wasn't all. I also found a pair of geodes for just $20. That's right, a pair of Dunk Low geodes in a size 10.5 women's for just $30. That's 2,999 yen. what an incredibly low price. Man, did this make this decision incredibly difficult. Considering the fact that I only had space for one pair of shoes, it was like an either or decision. It definitely wasn't a both decision. So what I had to do was stick with the Japan exclusives and leave those dunks behind for the next person. Just like that, man. Got some exclusives here in Japan. We are making some progress, guys. That was a difficult decision. Well, it's been a crazy trip to the outlet, guys. And just like that, we in, we out, head on home. We have completed the tour. Been a long day, but we're pulling up now to Claire Tower. Every time, man, Empatado Koro Shoten always has the best spicy Hokkaido miso ramen. Just like that, back in his favorite spicy ramen place. Thank you guys so much for watching another one of my shopping vlogs here in Japan. If you'd like to see more, please be sure to subscribe to the channel, and I'll see you in the next one. Peace.